Alright, so if you guys don't know what today is, today, 1 year from today, I beat Tower Champions Road for the first time. For the first and only time. And you already know the drill by now. You know what we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing a commentary. So, here we go. I'm just going to activate VM immediately because I feel like I might just honestly like fluke to net, which would be really bad. But I don't think I would anyway. Actually, but we'll see. We'll see. I kind of want to try it with it anyway. So for the first jump, just stay really close like that. But it's only the first jump. You really shouldn't worry about it too much. It's pretty simple. Wrap through like this. Oh, also, okay, something I meant to mention. Apparently I said like this or like that way too much in the TOCP one, so I'm gonna try to say it less here. But it's kind of a force of habit for me because of some jumps are literally just filler. Like that jump, like the second jump is literally just filler. Like, what am I supposed to say here? Like, I don't want to be silent. I feel like that would be kind of bad. But whatever. Anyway, back up to like here for this jump and wrap around like that. So you can either flick like this and jump off like that, or you can flick from the bottom. Doesn't really matter. I just like to do it like this, like that. I see. It's just a force of habit. I just say it all the time. Get downward momentum here. Flick across. Get to about here. And jump off. Jump to this truss. It's pretty easy. Go onto this truss in first person, and then go into shift lock. Climb up until your character like gets above it, like this. So you're about like this high. And then hold space, and it'll just jump off onto the platform. Wrap around here. I like to unshift lock like that for that jump. Climb down like this, and shift and hold D and W. Okay. Oh, there goes the run. Gotta do it like that. There we go. And then I like to turn to get out from under there. So you can flick here, but you also have a chance of hitting your head. So what I like to do is I like to get up to the edge, flick, so you get away from the truss like that. This is not going to end well, okay? Look, I might just end up saying it, and then get down momentum, and you should land here. So you can do a skip here, where you can climb this little corner, and then flick up to here, and wall hop here, and you'll be at the top end of one. But anyway, for this truss, I don't like to head it or across it, because it'll just fling you off sometimes, and it's super annoying. Like, let's see if it happens here, because I'm using boost items, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, okay, it didn't throw me off that time. But sometimes it'll just throw you off the truss, and it is super annoying, and I hate it. I don't know why it happens, but I've found a way to prevent it. Anyway, keep tapping W so you can get, and turn a little bit to the left so you can get to this solid part of the truss right here. Climb down, like this far, jump off, and land there. I don't know why I failed it. There we go. Wrap out. I just stick my head out and wrap out. Flick to get down the slope, like that. And then move down the slope and do a head hitter. And then you're on floor 2. So this jump's just muscle memory. Just turn in as soon as you get around this wall. Should be fine. Jump to this truss. Be careful when you flick across it. This bottom part is collidable, and you will go flying off like that, if you flick there. Flick across to the edge. And I align with, like, the gap like this. And then jump about here. And flick up. Alternatively, you can do something like where you like get a little close to the truss like that. You go down here, you flick from the bottom, but I never do that because I usually just end up hitting my head for some reason. Anyway, lamp to the edge, go into ghost mode, wrap in and lodge, and then just slowly turn forward. You can't lodge too early or else you'll only be able to push yourself back. But, oh yeah, this one's pretty simple though. Just kind of do like that. I like to do it quickly. Like you just kind of line up and you just go, you kind of turn and turn again. Line your mouse up with like the middle of this stud texture. Turn a lot. and then just do it like a normal wrap. And land sideways, pretty simple. Get to the edge of the stud, turn, or like, get like in between these two stud textures, turn a little bit, wrap around, and unshift lock and keep holding D. I don't really know why I fell there. I don't know what I did wrong, but there we go. That's what should have happened. I don't really know why that didn't happen. But wrap to this truss pretty easy. And turn around it like that. Align in between these two studs like this. And then just align yourself through the gap. And shift lock like that. And then get down momentum and turn towards the truss. Alright, this truss flick is stupid. But like, just get on like the corner, like this. And then flick. Oh, I hate it. I don't understand it. You gotta like get to like the corner, like you want to make sure your character's like in the middle of the gap, like this, and then just shift flick up. Like I don't understand. It just doesn't work sometimes. There. Okay. I figured it out. I forgot you need to be a little bit to the right. You need to like be a little bit to the right so you flick up. Because if you're too far to the left, it'll send you to this side and then you'll hit her right under here. Wiggle wrap. You just kind of... It's not very hard. Alright, this is like the hardest jump of the tower. This jump is stupid. This jump sucks. Even after being nerfed, it's still like the worst jump I've ever seen. But, align your mouse to the center of the stud right here. Turn a little bit to the left. And wrap out. Pretty far, but not too far. The turn is actually abysmal. Like, the turn is so hard to get. But that's really like the only way you can do it. Like you can't go too far out or else that happens. And you can't like, turn in too early or you head hitter. But you have to go like under the wedge. Like you can't wrap around the wedge, you have to go under the wedge like that. But if you, like I said, if you turn in too early, you don't make it. This jump is horrible. This jump is so stupid and I hate it. I'm gonna get one more time. This is why I hadn't rebeaten this tower. Like, I probably would have rebeaten this tower if this stupid jump didn't exist. Anyway, you could do a sideways head header, or you can do that. Usually that's what I do. So this trap is also stupid. So you have to, like, do, like a strange kind of wrap. It's like an L kind of wrap. It's so awkward. But try to stay, like, up near like this part of it so you don't get stuck. It's so I hate this floor. This is like my least favorite floor in like any tower ever. I hate this floor so much. But yeah, whatever. I can't see. Okay, I can see. So this jump's pretty fun, honestly. I can't lie. So you want to get like about around. You want to be on this side of the truss. But you don't want to be too far to the right. You want to be... I feel like that's a little too far. Getting an alignment on this thing is so stupid. Like there. Like that's what I feel like that's a good alignment. Alright, so then you go in the shift lock, and if your camera like goes in towards you, you gotta turn out until your camera like pops out from behind the wall. And then climb up a bit. I had to go at an angle around here. Hold D, and start holding W right after you jump off, and you'll climb it like that. I know there's a thing that people do where they climb like the corner here, and like flick down. I've never found that to be consistent. I just can't do it. I don't know why. But, yeah, like that, then like that. Yeah. I stopped saying like that! I'm so stupid, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, I'm so annoying. Okay. Climb up, downward momentum, go at an angle like this. Stop! Oh my god, I'm gonna end my life. I can't say that on YouTube. I mean, I'm going to frolic in a field of flowers. And then, okay. So, this jump, you can just jump to it, but I climb. Pretty simple. Oh, be careful of that. I had a feeling that was gonna happen. Inch down and jump. You can skip this last jump at 2 if you really wanted to by doing something like that. I can't do it. I can't stop saying like that. It is just too difficult. But yeah, we can skip that. But the way I do it is I back up a little bit from the corner and just focus on my wrap. And then hold W. Keep holding W and make sure you actually get up here. But yeah. Jump onto the truss, and now you're on floor 3. Okay, floor 2 sucks. If you could somehow get consistent at floor 2, then you could definitely beat this tower. Because floor 2 is like the hardest floor, in my opinion. So, this wrap. You have to turn in a lot. Like, a lot, like that. I will get there. I will get there. Okay. Hold S and push yourself around the wall. Just go right here. Don't turn too much like this or you'll fall off. I said it again, didn't I? Whatever. So don't turn too much. I hate this tower. Don't turn too much. And then just hold A and jump late. And yeah, that jump isn't too hard. So get yourself in the 1 stud gap. And then what I do is I first person this way. Or if you already land this way, that's fine too. But just put yourself completely sideways. Turn a little bit so he pushes you out. And then jump and shift lock. It's super sketch and it looks super sketch. And that's because it is. But it works really well for me. I don't know why. Alright, this jump is pretty easy. You just wrap and turn in. And then turn forward once you get into it. I don't know why people find this jump very hard. I really just don't. Alright, anyway, shift lock in. Try to get to the middle of this stud texture up here. But the thing is, the ceiling does weird stuff. Because, like, yeah, it'll push you over to this part of the stud texture. But you can't be there or else you'll fall off. But yeah, even around here is fine. And go into first person. Okay, nope, you're not even on the ladder. Never mind. That's not even fine. But yeah, no, this is such a hard alignment to get. Oh my god. It never used to do this, but now it does, and it's so annoying. There we go. Okay. And now climb down to the bottom and flick and land there. The flick is not hard, it's getting the alignment to get on the ladder, which is the hard part of this part. I hate that. I hate that. It didn't used to be that bad, and I don't blame the tower for that, because it never used to be like that. But it got changed a little while ago because of physics, and it's stupid. Anyway, stick yourself in the corner using S and D, turn a lot, and then just wrap. I find that sticking yourself out more causes me to fail the jump more often than not, like doing like this. Like, I don't know, I find myself failing it way more often doing it like that. I don't know why. But yeah, this works just as fine. Okay, well, if you wrap well, it works just as fine. Like that. I'm never gonna get over it. I'm never gonna get over it. Okay, I actually have a good shot for this jump. So I align up to the edge like this. And then shift and jump and wrap like that. T-pose could also help with this wrap. Doing it normally if you really wanted to. I don't really know. Doing this jump normally isn't too hard, but I do have the good strats for it. Like that. Alright, jump forward. Climb the truss, turn around, and only move using your camera. So what that means is jump up to the truss, tap W, go into first person, and then if you want to make sure you're kind of near like the right or the left side, doesn't matter. But since I'm near the right, you want to turn your camera to the right, and it will push you around like to the side. And then slowly tap D and move your camera to the right until you're on the very side of it like that. Like here. And then hold D. And do like a walk around kind of thing. Pretty simple. This flick is stupid. You just keep flicking until you get up to the truss. And even if you miss it, like, you don't have to fail. Okay, but because this is structured so stupidly, it'll just fail sometimes. But yeah, this jump isn't too hard. It's really just being careful on it, so you don't slip off. Jump from the corner and land on the side of the ladder. For this jump, I go into the corner, and then I look through the gap like here, shift lock, and then downward momentum. And you don't have to turn too much, it just does it, kind of does it on its own. Do this jump in ghost mode. Line up to the edge, or like the middle of this stud, turn to the right, so you get to the stud texture, like the right side of the stud texture, and then do a wrap. It's pretty simple. It's that you could also do that jump like a normal person, I guess, but I don't know. I don't like doing it like that. It just doesn't work for me. Line up in between here, in between these two studs. First person, jump and wrap. I do this jump in first person, but I stick myself out so I'm up against this part of the stud texture, and you wrap onto this wedge. Pretty simple. Floor 4. This floor is pretty hard. First wrap isn't too bad, but this wrap, align with this stud texture, turn out, and wrap. Don't try. Make sure you turn in so you're landing on this sideways. And what I mean by that is there. Like, you don't want to just go in like that. It'll not. It won't work. It just won't work. So you gotta turn in and then land. All right, this don't go too far out. Just turn, shift lock through, and jump off. Super easy. Wrap around. Okay. This thing you gotta. So you can either walk up to climb it, or you can wrap out to climb it. Doesn't really matter. Tap A to get to the very edge, and then flick very quickly, but also like not aggressively. Or okay, aggressively, but not a lot. They don't flick a lot, like just a very small amount like that. All right, this jump is pretty long, so I recommend doing a long jump. Like what I do is I usually push against this wall and then back up a slight amount, and then do a long jump. Wrap around the wall, wrap to here. Okay, I actually learned a pretty cool strat for this jump. But you want to turn in and then unshift lock, so you kind of get like stuck, like that, and then it'll like push you. It kind of does it on its own sometimes, but if it gets you stuck in it, then you could just first person and it should, or you could, like if you get stuck back here, I would recommend just going to first person and turning oh so very slightly until it starts pushing you. The strat's pretty good, honestly. Yeah, but like, usually it will just do that. Like, it'll just, like, you'll lodge pretty late, and it'll just push you the rest of the way. This is, like, the most consistent thing I can find for that jump. This jump's hard. So, you can't really use the back wall as an alignment since it's kind of far away. But get up to, like, the second last stud here, and turn a little bit to the right. Just enough to where you're facing, like, out from the wall, and then just wrap. Do a really long jump. It's not too hard, though. Don't underestimate that jump, by the way. It's kind of hard. Go up to the wall, back up, like, a bit, and wrap around. Jump down here. Get close to the cylinder. But yeah, I like to go in and then turn around and go out. You don't really have to, but yeah. I had to push myself out and then hold A only. Like, so you kind of align like this. And then wrap out. That jump's kind of hard, but it's not really too bad. Jump down to this truss is not hard. Okay. My strat for this jump is interesting. So, with the avatar that I used to beat ToCR, I had an alignment with my head. I don't really have that with this avatar, but you should go turn a little bit to the left and push yourself out enough. Like, I'd say, like, So only half, like almost half, or maybe a little bit less than half of your left leg is on the wedge, and just jump and shift. So it still works the same. I just don't have the alignment with my avatar anymore. This wrap sucks. I hate this jump as well. This and the jump on floor 2, like the wedge wrap, are my least favorite jumps like of all time. But line up with the stud texture here, turn a little bit to the right, and just wrap really tightly. Usually this strategy never fails me, but you gotta really, really master the wrap. Like, it is crucial, and it's also crucial that you don't walk off. Walking off is not fun. Or getting stuck on the wall. That happens too, I guess. Okay. Anyway.
Alright, I'm heading out.
Okay, sorry, I had to mute for a second. Anyway. Don't do like a head hitter here. Doesn't really matter. Just jump up to here like that. And then stay close to the cylinder, but not too close. Tap A until you slide down the ball kinda like that. And then hold A, jump late to make the wrap. Jump forward off of this. This I like to do in ghost mode. And then you just... Yeah, okay, this jump is hard. I think I use ToCR for this jump, but getting to that lodge is really difficult. I don't really know what about. Maybe you could do it. Kinda. I don't really know. I don't think that would work very well though. Oh, maybe it does. I don't know. This jump is. Okay, I'd say try to be like up here. That seems to make it easier. It's not if you're back here, but if you're up here instead. Yeah, anyway, you can jump forward off of that. Push up against this wall, back up. Then wrap up here. So, my strat for this jump is jump in place, and it'll push you away from the wall slightly. Like, you can see it. It pushes you away from the wall, and then do a long jump. This jump, I line up like this, turn a little bit to the right, and then do a long jump. Usually I just kind of push myself and just, yeah, do it quickly like that. And then jump to that side of the wedge. And now you're at the end of 4, so you really don't want to mess up here. But wrap around here. Same thing as the jump on 4 that I hated earlier. Line up the right side of the stud texture, turn a little bit to the right, but this time land completely sideways. Don't land diagonally, that you are asking to be bounced off if you do that. Just land completely sideways. Okay, well, you've got to land on the wedge and not get stuck in the extra walls that are around here. But yeah. Hold W and D to get up on this wedge. This jump, push yourself forward, back up, turn, and just be a wrap god. This jump really isn't that hard. Just make... Okay. My recommendation is to turn in, like, earlier than you think you have to. Like, as soon as you're about to, like, get around, like, this wall, like, turn in. And last jump of 4, just turn out a slight amount, and wrap. Just control your wrap. You could also turn in, I suppose, but it doesn't really matter. You could do it turning in or out, it doesn't matter. Anyway, net. So, you can either be really lame and walk across the bridge like this, or you could be really awesome and do the floor 5 skip, since 5 is pretty hard. You should go over here and just hop across this, because I know that floor is pretty difficult, but that's the only way I really recommend you do it. Anyway, jokes aside, here's the net. So, the net is significantly better than floors 1 through 4, and overall, this tower is kind of neat on this half, because you can, like, the lighting is just super cool. Like, it's just like really dark, and it's like red, and it's like, ooh, I don't know. I love the aesthetic on these floors of this tower. I think that they are super cool. And that's pretty much... Okay, I really don't know what to say. It's kind of... wanted to explain that. I just really like looking outside the tower here. Alright, anyway, moving on. So this truss, just jump to it. And then, land on the truss and just hold space, and you'll jump off onto the platform. Get to, like, the slight corner. No, not the exact corner, but a little bit to the left of it. Climb down. Flick from the bottom. And then two-step climb. But you have to go back into climbing anyway. Jump off. Oh, the music on these floors are also incredible, I should say. Like, the music here is good. Climb the corner. Climb down a bit. Jump off. Land on the truss. Tap around, and only don't hold space going around this, but keep tapping W so you get around it. Go up until the wedge pushes you slightly, like this, and then flick up quickly. So, I'll do that again. So, only tap to turn around the truss. Go up until the wedge starts pushing you slightly, and flick up. You kind of got a head hitter to, like, you know, get it to push you around, but once it starts pushing you around, you'll be fine. Align with the, like, kind of get near the middle of these two studs. I mean, you're gonna be naturally closer to the right, but that's fine. Climb down a little bit, turn to the left, go into ghost mode, and then just hold A and go into first person and lodge in. You don't even have to lodge, just land on the truss. It's the way I've always done this jump. Never usually fails me. Unless I actually just straight up, like, wrap it to the wall or something like that. But yeah. This jump. Turn sideways a little bit, so it kind of, like, pushes you in towards the truss. Yeah, like that. And then first person and wrap around the wall. This jump is hard, I'm gonna be honest. This jump is pretty tricky. It's like a squeeze. It's weird. Come on. There we go. Alright. This jump's pretty hard too. But you just get up to the edge and just really this really, I don't have a strat for this. It's really just, this is just flick control completely. Like, maybe you could climb down slightly to, like, get a jump boost, but there is no strat for this. It is just focus on flicking around. I think I'm pretty sure I did it in third person when I beat this, but you could do it in first person too, like I just did there. Anyway, make sure you actually stick out from this wall before you do this wrap. This, turn a lot and then flick in when you do the wrap. I mean, I'm doing so bad right now, but kind of like that. Like, turn a lot, and then wrap, like, there. I'm way better at these jumps when I'm not explaining them. Anyway, line this up backwards into a long jump. Wrap around, and this is kind of just a how well can you wrap. Okay, this truss is stupid, and I'm going to show you why. So, you hold W on it, right? My strat, I'm going to do my strat. Guys, I'm going to do my strat. What's happening? Guys, my strat. Yep, okay. So, this, I don't know why that happens. It's so annoying. But anyway, you're supposed to just get to, like, the side of the truss here. And then you're supposed to hold W and then turn left. But it just makes you climb up nothing. There's not even a truss in there. Like, look, like, what am I climbing? Like, the truss ends down here. I don't understand. Oh my god, I hate physics so much. But whatever. You're just supposed to turn left. Like, I guess you can't get to the very edge because they'll just start doing this. But yeah, just keep holding W, and then when you fall back down to the truss, just hold A and turn to the right. Like, swap from holding W to holding A. Oh my god, I hate it when it does that. But anyway, once you do that, head hitter like that, and then you actually get on top of her. Okay. You gotta... I can't with this tower. You gotta, like, do like a... It's like you're doing a sideways head hitter. Go like, go that way. Alright, up here. Turn out. And land forward on this. And you gotta be careful here because this jump's kind of hard. So, just like, yeah, if you keep tapping W, like, you'll kind of get, like, stuck in place. Wrap out, but stay really close so you can climb the wall. Just do a very light flick to land here. And I just turn forward and just one stud gap. Pretty simple. This. Make sure you turn out a lot before you do the flick, because if you turn in, sometimes it won't let you flick. It's kind of weird because it's slanted. It's slanted this way. It's kind of hard to see. It's like the ToIF trusses. You gotta flick 90 degree. All right, this. Go up against it so you inch up to like the edge. Back up like a good 4 or 5 studs. And just wrap around. Pretty simple. This. Back up all the way down here's the corner. Wrap out, up, and grip the truss, but stop moving. Climb up a lot, and then just shift lock in and walk sideways. Okay, that's 4-6 done finally. Alright, 7. Hold space till you get up this truss. I flick off, and then get on the side, and then just keep going until it stops you from moving. Head hitter all the way to the side of the truss here. Climb down, jump off and grip. Flick like that, so you get to the left here. You want to be like on the corner, and then just hold A and turn forward, and then start holding W, so you grip the truss. Hold D and jump late, so you jump and grip the truss. This jump's kind of weird, but you're pretty much safe because it'll just fall right here, and it's the very end of 6. Or you're still basically on 7 in that case, but hold D and jump. And then once you get stuck on this, just tap space, and it should get you over it. Do this in ghost mode. Inch over to the edge. Just like the thing on floor 1, climb down, W and D. Now, a common misconception is that you need to turn to the right and turn forward into the ball to climb it. That's not what you want to do. You want to stay completely sideways and just tap W and D and then hold it when you get to the ball, and it should push you up like that. It is so weird. I don't know how this works, but you just hold W and D and just keep tapping it until it works. Tap space. If you stop moving, tap space. There. Yeah, stay completely sideways. I don't know why that works like that. It's so weird. But anyway, flick or jump to here. Climb down, because the part where the truss starts to curve here is actually, you can flick off of it. So flick off of that and land here. That makes that jump way easier because you're not landing from all the way up here. You're just landing from like here. Makes it easier. Head hitter around this truss. Don't try to do any fancy flick. Oh my goodness. So why did it throw me off? Who knows? But yeah, just head hitter around this truss. Nice and easy. So you get all the way to the side. Climb down, so your mouse is like in between these two studs. Turn a little bit to the right, and then hold D and jump. I can do that jump a little quicker because I don't really remember. I can't. Okay, explaining jumps is so difficult for me because then I can't do them at the same time. Oh my goodness, how do you do this jump? There we go. So, okay, you gotta climb down way more than I thought originally, but Jesus. This jump is annoying the hell out of me right now. Oh my god, stop head hittering, please. Oh my goodness! This tower is so frustrating, I hate this tower. Okay, there we go. So this, what I usually do is I try to jump to the left side. Like, this isn't far enough to the left as I'd like to be, so just kind of turn to go back. That's far left enough. make sure you climb up around 4, around like, just so you get to like the peak of it, and flick. But, you know, sometimes it just won't work because that's just this tower. There we go. Flick from the side, turn in, and then turn forward. Just tap WD, go around. Head hitter down. I just like to shift, like, just forward into the glass wall, and then just jump off and turn and hold D. Like, that jump really isn't hard. It looks hard, but it's not. As long as just jump off of it and just turn around the wall normally, and you'll be completely fine. Okay. Climb a little ledge here. Remember, don't turn. Go into first person or ghost mode, and then go back into first person to climb ledges always. Jump for this truss. This flick is horrible. The only thing I really recommend is just to stay close to your character. Have your camera stay close to your character, and just kind of flick around. I hate this jump. I hate this jump. It's so bad. Okay. And here's going to be like the one and only skip that I show you because I have no idea how to do this legit. So, what we're going to do is we're going to... So, we got to climb down a little bit, but if you go down too far, you'll just fall off like that. So, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to keep climbing down and, like, flicking. So you get to, like, this... Around here is fine. And then climb up. 1, 2, 3, 4 studs. And flick to the side, and then you're on floor 8. No idea how to do this truss legit. This thing's stupid, and it sucks, and I don't care about it. It's such a stupid truss, I hate it. Anyway, but yeah, that part's not too hard. I mean, I suppose you could always, like, hold W here, but, like, it kind of puts you in a weird position, so I would recommend just climbing down slightly, flicking to the side, and then doing it like that. Okay, floor 8. This floor is pretty hard. So, jump in, stick yourself in the one-stick gap, turn around, hold W and D, and turn a lot, and then jump and shift at the same time, and turn forwards towards the truss, and you'll grab it. This, head hitter around, but make sure you don't get pushed out by this gap. Like, as you can see, I'm kind of far away from it. You want to be close to it, like, here. Climb down, and do, like, a controlled flick, and flick, like, around the wall. This jump is hard. This is, like, you could probably also, like, shift lock flick it if you really wanted to. But I find first person to be far easier. Yeah, you don't want to be too close to the corner, but you don't want to be, like, you can't get too far to the edge either. A very weird jump. Line up sideways, jump as late as possible. I like to tap W around this truss, like, because, I don't know, it's just a very uncomfortable truss for me. But you can head hitter. But when you get to this side, definitely stop doing that. Keep tapping W until you get to the left side of the solid part. Turn to the right. And then don't turn too far that your mouse goes off the truss, though, then you'll fall off. Turn back forward. You should be able to tap W, and if you get stuck on the ledge like this, turn a little bit left so it pushes you far away, or pushes you even farther away. Then you can climb up. Now, don't climb up too far, or you'll fall off. But, like, about to where the tip of this arrow is where you can go. And then just turn your camera a lot, and jump off. Okay. This flick. So I know a lot of people do this in weird ways. Like, you can flick on top of it. If you climb down the truss a little bit, you can flick on top of it. Another way you could do it is you could just flick and climb it, and then do a 2-stud climb. Whatever way works for you, honestly. I never found flicking on top of it to be that consistent, but I mean, it seems to be working pretty well right now. Interesting. But yeah, you can do it either way. Wrap around and turn forward. Alternatively, you can also do that. Just like keep holding D and then unshift lock. And you know. Alright, this jump. Hold W into the wall. Turn to the, or get to like the very corner. Turn to the right. And then when you wrap around, turn in a lot. because you gotta make sure you don't hit the wall. It is crucial. Oh yeah, I didn't know clip, by the way. This is just not collidable. Okay, this line up to the edge. Turn to the right. Don't turn too much though, or you'll fall off the block. And then when you wrap, turn in a lot and go towards the truss. This jump kinda sucks. There. Okay. This jump. Line up to the very edge of the truss. Right. Oh my goodness. And then slip off of it because I hate this tower. Alignment key. And then use the... If you don't have alignment keys, it doesn't really matter. But, I have to go into ghost mode and then alignment key. And then flick. Just kinda... getting the turn is, like, probably the hardest part. But you don't even need to do it with alignment keys. Just make sure you get to the edge so you're not gonna, like, wrap into a wall. And yeah. But this truss, go to the top and head hit her a little bit, and then tap. So you wanna head hit her, and then tap W. And as you can see, I didn't get any close to the truss, but like keep doing this until you get like slightly close to it. Climb down and flick from the bottom. There, I got a little closer to it there, and that should be enough to flick off of it. Get to the edge. Be careful, because this is one of those, like, glidey trusses that you can, like, stand on. Just be careful. Keep that in mind. I go into ghost mode, turn a lot, in first person, and shift and jump. Same thing here. For this truss, climbing down and just going to first person does work, but the way that I've always done it, because this has never failed me, get on the please, sir. I'm gonna need you to get on the truss. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Get on the truss. Stop. Stop. Oh my god, that was so annoying. Okay. Go into the middle. Turn until your character starts pushing like this. Turn back forward. Climb down. And then just first person. Works pretty well. But yeah. Flick around to here. And shift lock into the gap, and then just jump off, and stick yourself in the gap. Wrap to this ladder. This you can either flick it normally if you really wanted to, or you can shift lock jump. That works too. Okay, so this is a pole now. You just go to the other side of it, or no, don't go to the other side of it. Go on this side and then flip. Why did it send me back to this side? What? Hello. What? Okay, you gotta go to the other side, never mind. Go to this side, and it will flip you through. And then, okay, sometimes you'll get stuck. You kinda gotta, like, go into, like, shift lock, so it, like, starts spazzing you out like that, and then, yeah, it'll push you through. So just go into shift lock when you get the ragdoll. Climb... Stop. Climb this. Flick over to here. And then, so if you stop holding W, you'll just go plummeting, which is really annoying. So what you need to do is you need to get to the edge, and then walk around it, so you climb the side. And that does work. I think there's also an alternative to where if you just, like, lightly let go of W, yeah, you'll start, like, doing this. And then you'll grip it, and then you can flick. And you can either flick straight to there, or you can flick to the other side if you don't want to walk around it. I don't know. Getting this is super annoying though. Like it just doesn't happen. But yeah, if you do get that like constant bobbing animation, then it will work. But tower sucks. It doesn't work. There we go. Okay. Turn and hold W and turn to the right, and then don't turn too much, you'll fall off, and then quickly start holding D and wrap around the wall. Like substitute W for D. This wrap. Okay, so just like on the tower one, line up with your legs like halfway on the block here, and then just jump. This jump, line up backwards, and then run forward, jump and shift. So this, you can either wrap up, or you can... I have to go to the side and turn sideways and just do a head hitter. Don't get too close to the edge of this wrap here, or else bad things will happen. Just kind of back up so you don't get stopped. Wrap around and wrap around. Okay. Floor 9. This is... So, I do this wrap this way. But, you gotta, like, turn a lot. Just make sure you do, like, really aggressive turns. Should be fine. Tap up to here, and then turn to the right, and keep, and, like, hold S and turn to, hold A, and turn to the right, until you're in a good position to do the wrap, and to do the wrap. This wrap, just focus on your turn. Really, like, there's no real alignment, you just wrap, and focus on your turn. Try to turn in enough so the point where it's just like the thing on the beginning of floor 4, you land under the wall. You don't want to like go in forward towards it, you want to like land under it sideways. Wrap. Pretty simple, and I suck the game apparently, so. Oh. This tower does not like me. Okay. At least the music's awesome. And then, yeah, I'll turn it up a little bit, it's probably quiet. Do this on the left side, because you can hit your head on the right side. But just flip around. Nothing really to say there. T-pose helps me with this jump, but just stay close to your character, and just turn later than you think you have to, because kinda, you don't want to turn in too early, also kind of, like, get stuck. Line this up backwards, and just do, like, a 180 wrap like that. Jump and do this jump like normal, but only turn forwards at the very end. Alright, now here, line up to the edge, aim towards the bottom corner, and just hold W. Head hitter across it, and then turn when you're turning around. This jump, focused on getting the second turn primarily, like going around the wall. You need to turn like completely, and then turn forward, because if you turn too early, that's the common misconception. If you turn too early, that'll happen. But yeah, make sure you jump, and try to jump as late as possible. And that's just muscle memory, really. Get used to it in due time. Head hitter, and then turn forward so you land on the ladder, and keep holding W and D until you get to the right side of this ladder. Then flick up, then climb this like normal. Climb down a little bit, and jump off and hold W. This wrap, you can do it in first person. Just make sure that you don't get stuck on this wall, or like this little like thing here when you do the wrap. You can do it in third person if you want to, if that's easier. Either works. Walk into this truss and hold W, and keep tapping it until you start going up all the way. Head hitter lightly, climb down, turn a little bit to the left, and jump off. And then you're on floor 10. So, 10's pretty hard. But it's not too bad. You can do this jump two ways. One is you can climb it from the front, or you can climb it from the side. Either one works, whatever you're more comfortable with. I climbing it from the front. This jump. So inch yourself out, not too far, about like, so your mouse is in the middle of this stud, and then shift and jump, and it should just push you. Yeah, shift and jump, and it should just push you around the cylinder pretty easily. Go onto this truss, flick so you're not, like, What am I trying to say here? Flick so you're facing towards the truss. Okay, there we go. And then, like, you can, like, shift lock towards the truss. And then just jump off and hold W. So you get on the truss pretty nicely. Hold space when you get to the top here. And then climb down and flick from the bottom. So, wrap, but stay holding forward so you grip the ladder. And then hold A, and then hold W at when you reach this block. Turns backwards so you climb down. Now this, climb down, and then just jump off. But you gotta be careful. Oh, you gotta get downward momentum, actually. Or else you won't. It won't work. So, climb down slightly and then get downward momentum so you get more distance rather than height. And then this, you can flick around it. I'd recommend flicking around it because head hittering kind of sucks. And then just climb up, keep tapping W. Get to like the peak of, like a little bit above the peak of this up arrow. And then jump off and go into first person. You should be able to grip this pretty easily. Once you get to the edge here, just turn to the right. And then you can start head hittering again. Climb down this ladder. I had to go to the very bottom, and then just shift lock jump, and then unshift lock to grip the truss. Line up with the stud texture, turn forward a lot, and then get downward momentum. This jump sucks. This jump is so hard, but you gotta wrap around the wall. I guess what I do is I back up a little bit, turn a little bit to the right, and then do the wrap. It's such a hard jump. Like, this jump is such a big difficulty spike. I hate that jump. But, anyway. Flick up to this truss. Go onto the side of it. And then you can flick up pretty easily. Stay in first person for this and stay as close to the wall as possible. Turn a lot before doing this jump. You can't obviously turn too much, but turn a lot. And then when you do the wrap, turn even more. So you land on the truss. Just flick around that, like, normal. You gotta... If it helps, flick out so you can get the turn better. Like, turn, like, go around here, and then, yeah. That should work. And if it also helps a little bit more, you can climb down a little bit to get a bit more height. Jump into this forward. Okay. This jump. So, this jump, this deactivates the anti-cheese down there, so that's a teleport you have to jump into, but it's covered by Outbricks right now. But there's like a jump in the, or there's like an anti-cheese in like the middle of this jump that I think you can activate by doing this, because it can kind of lag you. It's really annoying. But anyway, this jump isn't really hard. Just line up with the stud, turn a little bit to the right, and do the wrap. Try to land on like the bottom of the wedge. This jump is hard. This jump is really hard. What the heck? There's insta-kills in this tower? Nobody told me this. Oh my goodness. Okay, well. I guess I'm dead. Okay, time to go back. And I can't see. Why can't I see? Oh, there we go. Oh, I am just learning new things about this tower right now. There's insta-kills, and apparently if you go too fast, and keep the floor 5 lighting. Okay. Anyway, line up, turn, land for the bottom of the wedge. You really gotta make sure you jump late. But something interesting about this jump that I'd like to mention is that this platform is actually very slightly slanted, and I'm gonna show you. So, if I can get it. But like, if you like go up to like the edge and you turn, you can see your character sink into it. It is so weird. Because it is like very slightly slanted, and unless they fixed it. Oh yeah, see? That means it's slanted. Like, it wouldn't do that if it wasn't slanted. Which is so weird. But yeah. I would personally try to get that, to like, get your character to fall into this slant. Or just like sink down into the block. And then do the wrap, because that will give you more height. Like, just once you get it, then just turn back. And do the jump. Very weird. Anyway. Hold W and D and stick yourself, like, so your mouse is like aligned with this part of the stud texture. And then hold D and jump in place and just wiggle wrap. This wrap's kinda hard, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know, I feel like the strat stopped working. No, it still works normally. I think that might have fixed the anti-cheese lag, but yeah, this wrap kind of sucks because it's like made of wedges and it's kind of stupid. But yeah, and then one final wrap to the teleporter, and then you're on the final jump. So the final jump is pretty simple. All you really got to do is you just gotta flick sideways or diagonally, just like in TOFM. And every time you want to do like a R flick, just do it diagonally. Ah! No! No! Am I moving? I am moving. I made it back! Yay, guys, I beat it! I survived the insta-kill. Okay, but yeah. Another way, you can also just, like, shift sideways and then unshift lock. That's how I did in my winning run. But yeah, either way works. And then you beat it. Don't screw around on this cup too much, because I know people, like, go out here and they go, like, wee, and then they, like hit a pillar at, like, 1 billion miles an hour, and then they freaking fling out and die, because the safety net doesn't cover that much, but... yeah, anyway, just head back here. Try not to go too fast, just kind of go slowly. And then you're done. Look at that. And then you get this really nice wind room, which I didn't really get to experience because I just jumped straight for the wind pad. I was so done with this tower, I just wanted to have it done. Go dedicate. Uh-oh. Oh, that's not good. Okay, that's definitely a bug report and a half, but, yeah, you get the credits. Chloe, Doozer, Crim, Feo. I get some other helpers here. Very cool. But, congratulations, you just beat one of the hardest obbies on Roblox, which is, probably not true. But, I mean, it's definitely... I'd say it's up there, but it's probably not one of the hardest anymore, as this is pretty old. So, yeah. Anyway, that's ToCR. I just wanted to do this because... it's now been 1 year since I've beaten this tower, as I stated at the beginning. And, again, I'm very happy to have beaten this, because this tower caused me so much pain, agony, and I hated it, but I ended up pushing through and beating it, and I'm just really happy that I was able to do that. As stupid, cheesy as that sounds, like, whatever. Anyway, yeah, that's the end of that. There you go.